All right, y'all. What's up? Such an odd angle. Whatever. Hello, booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video. So today, I'm gonna be doing the mid-year freak out tag. So we're gonna talk about some books that I've read basically from January to June. I was waiting until the whole month was done because I was reading a book that I really enjoyed, so I knew I was gonna end up adding it to this list. But before we get into it, before we start, if you are a new subscriber, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, and comment. And if you want to know what to comment at the end of my videos, obviously, if you stay to the end, I'll tell you what emoji to add. I just came back from dinner with my baby, and that food was absolutely amazing. So I'm in a great mood. I'm a little bit sleepy, but it's okay. We're gonna knock this video out. I can't really see you. I got the questions pulled up here, so I'm just gonna go through them. This is not prepared, so usually I already have it prepared. I have the books written down that I want to talk about, but we're gonna have to go off the dome. I got Goodreads right here. I got the questions on my iPad, so we're gonna have to multitask. All right, so the first question is best book that I've read in 2022, and I've read some really good books. Okay, I've been having a really good reading year, but as far as like one that'll come straight off the dome, I would probably say The Rage of Dragons. And this is a high fantasy book written by a black author, because as you know, your girl's only reading by black authors this year. And I was a little bit confused in the beginning of this book because it's very complex and there's a lot of like verbiage in here that I wasn't familiar with. But once I found that glossary, I was good. Nothing else mattered. I don't want to say low stakes because like every page is like a war, but you're basically just following this main character Tao and his life. It's very sad, it's very complex. So basically there's like different classes for citizens, and based off of whatever your class is determines like your level or whatever as a soldier. So it's basically just following him going through training and doing like mock wars and people he's lost, people he's met, friends he's made, and it's just good. There's dragons involved, there's like this really cool alter world, and it's really good. It's hard to explain, but it's a good book. As you can see, it's heavily annotated. Had a great time reading that one. The next question is best sequel that I've read in 2022. I don't think I've read that many sequels. I think I've only read maybe 2. First sequel that I read was Black Girls Must Be Magic, which was the second book from Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. And the other one that I read was The Mead Mishaps. So I guess between those two, I obviously would pick The Mead Mishaps, which I read on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical copy of it, but I do have an e-copy. It's basically like a fantasy short story that follows these girls that basically fall in love with the demons of the land. So the first one follows a girl that meets the shape-shifting fox, and the second one is the one where the girl meets a shape-shifting dragon, and then the sequel of that, which would be where the girl meets like the shape-shifting wolf. But it's a really short story, so I can't really give too much away, but it's kind of like low stakes, just vibes, super cute, very steamy, and it just was fun. Like the characters were just like so they just had so much personality, and they were really fun to follow along with. And like the romance was just like top tier. Like in the first book, he made her a whole crab royal and built her a beach house from scratch because he thought she was in danger. It was just so cute. And then the second one was just adorable. Like I really had a good time reading that one, and I actually did a vlog reading the sequel, so I'll put that one up here so you guys can check it out. That Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf. Maybe who's gonna remember that? I don't remember that, but it was a really good book. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And it was just cute to see like black girls being in fantasy, just vibes, mythical creatures, and no like trauma or racism. Love to see it. Favorite reread? I didn't reread. Every book that I've read this year is new to me. I don't have a favorite reread for this question. I guess I would just say another favorite, maybe. Another favorite for me would be Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl. I really love this book. I read it for my hot girl reading vlog, and it was just a perfect read. So it basically follows this main character who is a pastor's kid, and she's kind of trying to step outside of her shell. She's trying to, you know, learn more about like sex, obviously, because she can't learn that from her parents because they're very strict and they're not open to that. So she just ends up making friends. She ended a relationship, so she just kind of like embracing her sexuality and kind of opening up more. And it's just fun. It's just really fun to follow along. The best part of this book is the friendships, because they were just so wholesome. We just love a good found family. And then I guess another favorite or whatever would be Watch Day, because I almost reread this, because like as soon as I finished it, I wanted to read it again. And it's a graphic novel, so I almost did, but then I was like, don't do that. Just relax, okay? Relax. But it's really cute. Like, it's cute. It has a little bit of some little darker topics here and there. Again, a really good like quick read to follow along for as far as like friendships are concerned. So I really love this. I almost reread this, so I guess this would kind of count for that question. Favorite genre I've been loving the most, I would say favorite genre obviously is fantasy. I'm a fantasy girly through and through, but I've been trying to read more romance. But for me personally, my romances need to be like 200 pages or less. All these long ass 300 400 page romances, I just get tired of it. Like, wrap it up. How much more could you possibly talk about as far as romance is concerned? What more is there to cover? Okay, boy, come on now. I can't see you. I don't even have my glasses on. Okay, anyway, baby. Why are you kissing my feet? I'm trying to film here. You can give me a kiss on the cheek. I said the cheek, boy. Listen.
It's about to go down, yeah.
Excuse me. For me personally, I've been trying to tap more into romance, but the romances need to speed it up. All right, 200 pages or less. So personally, I've been enjoying my Kindle. I've been trying to tap more into romances that are short. I've definitely been tapping into short books. Like, I've really been loving books that are like 200 pages or less, 150 pages or less, because it's just easy for me to just sit through and finish, and it's just been helping me so much with my reading goal for the year. So I definitely would say romance, my Kindle books, and short stories. New release that I haven't read yet but I want to. Child, my TBR list. You don't even want to know how many books is on here. I think I have like, it's over 700. I have like 700 books on my TBR on Goodreads. So let me see what's on here. So one of the books that I want to read, it just came out. It came out on June 23rd, so it just came out 4 days ago. Okay, so it came out just 4 days ago, and it's called The Final Strife. I keep seeing this book all over my Instagram. Jesse from Bow Ties and Books, they just finished like a whole reading vlog around it, and I didn't realize how big that damn book was, but it just sounded really complex, really cool. I love the cover. I really want to tap into that story because it just seems so different. And the cover is really what got me. But I saw someone post about it on their Bookstagram a couple days ago, and they showed how big the book was. I don't know why I didn't realize that in Jesse's video, but that book is big as hell. How many pages is it? It's 640 pages. Like, that is a big book. But that's definitely on the top of my list. Most anticipated read for the second half of the year, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's Tiffany D. Jackson. So my most anticipated book for the second half of the year would be The Weight of Blood, which comes out on September 6th, and this is by Tiffany D. Jackson. It basically is like a Carrie retelling, and that cover is just chef's kiss. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to read it. I might cosplay, I don't know, but I'm really excited to read it and see what she does. I really want to see Tiffany D. Jackson tap into horror. For me, what was the name of that book? White House, White Smoke, whatever. That, her little teeter into horror. I thought the plot twist was really good, but like as far as the story, it was probably my least favorite book. But I really hope like in time she gets better with her horror books, because I feel like she just has that. If you've read Tiffany D. Jackson's books, you know she has that like horror aspect to her story. So I'm really interested to see like how much more she'll delve into it in like future books. and this is like the first book that I would consider to be like kind of horror, so I'm ready for it. Biggest disappointment, man, I don't know about anybody else, but 2022, personally, I've had a really good reading year, but there have been so many books that I was like highly anticipating, and they just let me down so bad. Like, there is no other, I don't even know what to say. Like, it just let me down so bad. I just was like, wow, these are my two biggest disappointments. Now, both of these I actually did vlogs on, so if you want to see this vlog, it'll be up here. All of my opinions, all my thoughts are right there. And if you want to see this vlog, it was a part of my hot girl reading vlog, so that'll also be up here in the cards for you to check out. But these are my biggest disappointments because, first of all, look at these damn covers. Covers are gorgeous. And to just think that I don't want them on my shelves because I did not enjoy the story really makes me upset. I had such high hopes for these books, and I don't even know what to say. Like, for this one, I feel like it had really strong writing, and just the idea of this book was great, but the execution was a little flaky. But this is her debut. For a debut book, I was very impressed. Like, the writing of this book was phenomenal. But all in all, I really just wasn't really feeling her. And I talked about why in my vlog. And then this one, I don't even know what to say. I probably will never get rid of this book because this cover is so damn gorgeous. But the main character, I think for me personally with both of these books, the main characters are what annoyed me the most, or I just wasn't really feeling or vibing with. So all in all, if you want to know my in-depth thoughts, please check out those vlogs if you like. But if you do like fantasy that has African mythology tied into it, and fire wielding abilities and badass female soldiers, check this out. This book is for you, because even though it wasn't for me, I'm sure it's still for somebody. If you like witches, strong family aspects, unreliable narrators, and gorgeous covers, then this book is for you. Biggest surprise. Now That I Found You was my biggest surprise. I listened to that on audiobook, so I don't have a physical copy of it, but I really loved it. Like, the main character was very flawed, but I just like that the love interest really didn't take everything so seriously, and it kind of was funny to just see the way that he handled her overthinking and her just like over the topness, because it basically follows this main character who is like the child of like this huge actress, and people just see her as this amazing prospect and that she's going to do such great things, and she's been in a few films as well, and she just has such a bright future. And she ends up getting caught in a scandal in the beginning of the book, so she kind of just like falls off the map, and she goes to visit her grandmother, who is like this very well-known actress from back in the day. She goes and visits her grandmother in New York, and she meets this guy, and they just like get to know each other. He's also an artist, so I really just enjoyed it. Like, the audiobook was really well done. I just like the conversations that were in this book. They were just so cute. Like, the main character was a lot sometimes, but I just like that she was kind of like bougie and like all over the place. I was really surprised by this because it was on my TBR, but it wasn't something that I was like, I can't wait to read this. It just kind of was something that was like on script, and I was like, let me read this, let me check this out. And I really loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I wish I wrote more notes on it because I just remember like my experience with it, but I had a really great time reading it. Favorite new author. Oh, I already know who it's gonna be. Kimberly Lemming, which is the author that wrote these 3 short stories, which I've talked about, I feel like, a lot. I've talked about it a lot on my Instagram, on my TikTok, which if you don't, please follow your girl on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, okay? Capri's Book Island, all my handles. Alright? Like, I have a whole Kindle reading vlog where I first started reading her books, and they're just so fun and cute. A breath of fresh air where you kind of just like excel. It's nice to see like black female main characters be in a fantastical mythological romance in a way, and it's short and it's sweet and it's cute and the covers are adorable. So she's definitely my new favorite author. Book that made me cry. You know, in real life, when I get angry, when I get sad, I will cry. 100% of the time. My TikTok profile name is Crybaby Capri because I cry over everything. Like angry, happy, sad, cry is gonna happen. Especially in movies. Oh my god, I don't know why, but the movie Up, like the first 10 minutes of it where they show their life and everything that they've gone through together, I don't know why, but like Clockwork, I sob in the beginning. Like I sob. Or like really any Disney movie, there's like little small moments that are so innocent or so pure or so sweet that just make me sob. But books, I don't know why. I don't really cry with books. I really don't. I haven't really ran into a book that's made me sob or made me tear up. Or I might tear up a little bit, but them tears don't fall. So I don't know. But let me look through here to see if any books in here brought out any emotions for me. So far I've read 45 books out of my 50 book yearly goal, which is like amazing. I'm like 22 books ahead of schedule. But as far as crying, yeah, no, your girl does not cry much for books. Book that made me happy. I've talked about this book before. I think it's over there. Let me just go grab it. So book that made me happy would be, let me lower this a little bit. Go. Now I'm like low as hell. The Magical Girl's Guide to Life, which is basically just, child, all these damn sticky notes, my brain never stops running. All of these, like, it's like really cute, and you kind of just like follow along, and you get to answer like these questionnaires where it helps you like decide your name, decide who your side character is, decide what your weapon's gonna be. Like, if you guys can see, look how cute. Like how it says like choose your name, choose your weapon, choose your side character. Super fun, super cute. So if you like Sailor Moon and you like therapy, this book is for you. Okay, it's just like the perfect mix. It delves into a lot of mental health and just embracing who you are and what your personality is, and just like being a little superhero. It just was really cute, and it wasn't overdone, and I just loved it. Absolutely love this cover, if you guys can see it. So most beautiful book that I've bought so far or received would be, I would say, The Wicked Fate. Oh, her nails are red. I didn't notice that before. This Wicked Fate, which is the second book in this Poison Heart, and just look at that cover. I mean, come on. I mean, I didn't buy this, my man bought it for me, but the cover is gorgeous. I absolutely loved the first book, which I read in one of my recent vlogs, which you should definitely go check out. I love this. This cover. It's definitely on the top of my TBR. I'm trying to finish the current books that I'm reading right now. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And the stakes are high, so I want to know what the hell is going to happen. What book do I need to read before the end of the year? I don't know. I feel like I want to read all of my unread Black books, which is what I've been tackling like currently. But there is this one book that I heard Books and Lala talk about, and all she said was like, the main character has the ability to melt flesh, and I was like, yeah, sign me up. Actually, sign me the hell up. Ordinary Monsters. Ordinary Monsters, and this book is a, I want to say fantasy book. It's 672 pages. I don't know why, but I am in such a mood to read like huge ass books. I don't know why, but I just want to read every book that is big as hell, and I'm just like stepping into that era and into that. I'm embracing it. I'm just embracing it. Let's get that page count up. So this is like fantasy, historical fiction, urban fantasy, magical. Yeah. So I don't really know what the hell this book is about. One of the main characters has the ability to melt flesh, and honestly, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know nothing else. Favorite video or post that I've done so far this year? Probably one of my cosplays. Let me go look at my Instagram. My favorite post would be my cosplay that I did for the Accidental Pinup, which comes out this year. I think it comes out, I want to say, in July. I also love all of my Instagram reels for Hawaii. When I went to Hawaii for my birthday, it just was so beautiful, and I just really love the way that all of those reels came out, as far as like exploring the city and just doing those cute little vlogs. So fun, so quick, so easy to edit in comparison to like vlogs on YouTube, but I just had such a great time creating those. Honestly, again, I would say my Hawaii videos, like my vlog, my hot girl reading vlogs were my favorite. I've really enjoyed doing my book baddie glow up vlogs, and my Hawaii go book shopping with me. I really like doing that because I had such a good time in Hawaii. Oh my god. Yeah, so the last question is my favorite book community member, and I guess I would say, I'm gonna say somebody on Instagram because I've been watching a lot of booktube, but I've just been watching my staples, like all of the people that I've been watching. Okay, so there's this bookstagrammer that I like. Her name is Yanni, and her Instagram handle is a literary mosiac. She just looks so cool. Like, she has like bright red hair. She takes these really artistic pictures that are really beautiful, and the books that she puts on her page I don't really see too much, so it's just really cool. And I like the way that she shows her books. It's always just so creative. I'm actually going to be buddy reading probably a poetry collection with her. I really like her page, so go check her out if you like. Oh, I forgot a damn question. What question did I forget? Okay, so I forgot one question. So this is the last question. One question I forgot was my favorite new character. Boy, new favorite character or fictional crush. I don't really have a current fictional crush, but I will say one of my favorite characters is Felix from the Mead Mishaps, which is the second book in the series. Super cute, super fun, really cheesy, but I really like him. He just was like so in love with her, and it was just so cute, and he was so good to her. I really like them together. All right, so that's it. That is all of the questions. All the books. Let me know what your favorite book of the year so far is in the comment section below. And if you don't know what to comment, just leave a little lobster emoji, because I just had the best lobster for dinner. I had like a lobster mac and cheese, and it was just fire. So just leave a little lobster in the comment section below, or a shrimp, because there were shrimp in there too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Ah, my battery's dying. Oh Lord. All right, bye. Happy mid-year.
And what's your little intro do?
Woo. Not you know my intro. That's a little. You're done.